Hi guys, what's up? It's Tova. I hope y'all are doing well. I have my assistant here who keeps commenting on every single video saying he's not in it enough, so I've decided to do a video with him completely in it. We're gonna do a Q&A. I haven't really looked at the questions yet, and he's gonna ask them and I'm gonna answer. So without any further ado, let's get into this Q&A.
Hi.
Oh, also you can introduce yourself.
Hi guys, I'm the fiance. That's all I'm apparently known for on here in my brief 5-second cameos each video. Yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're starting off with the first question here. So we have, what is the worst customer experience you've had?
That's so hard to answer because I've had so many bad experiences, and I posted some of them on TikTok before of just like things that you wouldn't even think people would have the decency to say. I would say there's been times where people have asked for a refund and they've been really rude with me because their order hasn't arrived on time, and this has been cases where they ordered the day before and then the next day they send me an email and they're like, "Where's my order?" And I'm like, "Hi, can I get your order number please?" And then I'm like, "Oh, we just received it yesterday." So it'll take a couple days for you to get it.
I remember last year in the floods too, when you
Oh, that was huge. I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so a year ago in November, BC was having like the worst flooding situation they've had. And it was a natural, we were on lockdown for like...
Yeah, we couldn't, where we live, 5 minutes down this road, like a walk, so 2-minute drive, you couldn't access that road. We only had one way, and it was basically, thankfully that one road led to a grocery store. We were not...
You couldn't get into the interior of BC. And so all the roads going to the interior and the highways were closed. So no couriers, let alone anybody, could drive there because the road was literally broken in half. And this obviously happened during Christmas time, like November, it was the end of November, so Black Friday, Christmas holiday season, and nobody would understand it, and they were like, "I don't care, just get it to me." And I was like, "What do you want me to do? Nobody can drive over that." I was like, "I'll just get a helicopter and deliver your package." So mostly those are the ones, but I have an amazing customer base, so I can't say that they're that bad.
The next question, how long did it take you to leave your 9-to-5 job to do your business full time?
Oh, that's a good question. I never actually had like a 9-to-5 per se. I did have a full-time job, but it really lasted for only about a month or two because of COVID. I was a personal trainer and I worked in the fitness industry up until having this job, but I started this job without working in the fitness industry because of COVID, because all the gyms got shut down due to COVID and we all had to be in lockdown, we all had to be in quarantine, so I couldn't go to work, and then they didn't need me anymore even to do online stuff. So it was not my fault, I didn't resign. I didn't have a job. That's why I was collecting CERB, and I got to a point in January and February where I was just like, I'm done. I'm just gonna do something else for fun. And that's when I started Reborn Club. So I never quit my full-time job. It just kind of slid from one thing to... Yeah.
Okay, to be fair though, like going from personal training to that management position, like you did have a full-time job.
I did have a full-time job. And even when I was personal training, it was full-time hours. It just wasn't...
It wasn't a 9-to-5.
It wasn't a 9-to-5.
Yeah, but I mean, I think that translates well over into this because a lot of people, they expect, you know, the 9-to-5 business. So if you are trying to be a small business owner, went from a 9-to-5 marketing director or coordinator, for example, then trying to do a small business, it's not 9-to-5. This thing will start at 6 in the morning on a launch day and end at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but I would 100% say that this business is full-time. This business is 100% full-time, more than full-time. I guess like in the beginning, you could say I took it on part-time because I didn't have the amount of orders to work on it every single day, every day for several hours. But now I would say it's full-time.
Right, so what is an item you'd want to bring back one day?
You know what, I was actually thinking about this. The item that I want to bring back, what I'm thinking is the Where to Start collection. It's the one, I don't know if you remember, it's in my handwriting. You have it. It says Reborn Club. On the back it says, oh my god, what does this say? I think it just says, sometimes I feel like I just don't know where to start. I don't know. With the new rebrand that was going on, I really want to limit my store to like 3 collections, 3-4 collections, that's it. Like, I'm so grateful for you, I love your energy, this moment, and I'm rooting for you are gonna be my top 4. And then whatever I come out with here and there will just fluctuate, and I'll just see the demand on those things and if I want to restock them or if I just want to have them as special collections.
Any tips for content for small business just starting out?
Be consistent and create a filming environment that you're comfortable in, that has good lighting, that isn't too chaotic or messy. Like the amount of times, and I've said this several times before, where I've seen people film in like their basement, it's dark, they have boxes everywhere, they have clothing and stuff everywhere. It just doesn't look clean. And if you think of it from like a consumer point of view, if you're trying to sell something on social media and the place itself doesn't look desirable, like it's hard for the consumer to want to like take that extra step, check out your profile, follow you on that social media account and buy from you. So you want to make it feel like just clean and desirable, and check the trends of what's going on. So for instance, like for me, I'm going to want to look at another clothing business, a small clothing business, a big clothing business, and see what videos are they producing and what videos are working out for them. And then also the same goes for yourself. So if you post and something happens to get more views than another thing, check out what that is. Yeah, like for me, it was my very first video to get like over 1 million views was a try on haul. So I decided I'm just gonna do more try on hauls. And guess what? Like the majority of them, I would say 70% of the time, have always gotten more views than my other videos. So that's my little cheat system.
Well, a big thing with content especially as a small business, one thing that people always get wrong is you have to remember that you know your business. Like the type of content you create, you also have to realize, like, is this something that I personally would spend time watching? So it's really important to make sure that you're giving value, you're giving content, you're giving entertainment to these people, and then you kind of ask for that sale. The other thing you have to be careful with when you're going into the trends is remembering that you are a content producer, not a content consumer. So the reason you're looking at these trends is not to consume this content and waste time on it, because that is a huge thing that I personally do in my business as well, is I start looking for trends and the next thing I know, it's been 30 minutes and I've been scrolling through TikTok. Yeah. Just try everything out, right? See what hits, just like Tova said, and if it hits, make more of it. If it doesn't, move on to the next trend. How do you get a loyal customer base? It was easy for you, actually.
Yeah, it was easy for me, and like I don't want to sound like I have like a big ego or something here, but I just think like I would like to say that like I do think I'm a personable person. I feel like I've heard that from a lot of people that I've met, that people just, I can get on the same energy level with a lot of people and I can hear you out and understand you. I feel like I just get along with people well, and I took that strategy that I used to like get along with people in life, and I just put it into my business. And the one thing that allows me to connect and build a customer base is because I connect with them on an emotional level rather than a materialistic level. I've heard this in so many different podcasts and other videos too, where it's like we are now in a marketing world like moving towards emotional marketing rather than like the superficial marketing.
Yeah.
And if you can tell a story, explain what something means to you, whether it's like explain what this hoodie means to you, explain what your brand means to you, explain why you started a candle business and named it blah blah blah. You can explain that, and at least like 1 or 2 people can connect to that on a level where it's like I'm loyal now, then you're in. Because more and more people will start connecting to something like that. That's why every single collection I do, I have a story. I make a whole video, no matter how corny and cringy it is, I make a video explaining what that means, like what I went through in my life. And I always receive messages saying, hey, I completely relate to this. This is the exact same stages I'm in. And that person wants to buy that item because they feel a connection to it. Now they feel like they can own it, wear it, and they have this secret little meaning to it. And that's how I've managed to have people purchase over 15 times in my store. People who literally followed me from the first day I started my business up until now.
That's really big.
Like it's crazy.
Again, if you're just starting out, it may not seem like much, but those people that keep coming back, like if you can keep loyal to them, you keep providing the values that they loved, and again, you have to be authentic to yourself. Right?
Yeah, that's important. You have to.
Yeah, you have to be your authentic self. You don't want to have to put on an act, and you don't want to have to put on a face every day to pretend you're somebody you're not, especially in business. The more that you can provide exceptional service, and that could be with, great products, entertainment, people will love you for that.
If you're comfortable with being transparent, I feel like as a business owner to be like, oh, here's, challenges that I've dealt with. This launch went well, this launch didn't go well. Like, come behind the scenes, like package orders with me. All of those things, like work on a new collection with me. This is my thought process on how I do X, Y, and Z. I just think transparency really builds that friendship connection.
Well, to give you an example, I'm a personal trainer, I'm a coach, I'm a fitness coach. My coaching, for the most part, losing weight, gaining muscle, it's all the same. There is no secret formula to it. The reason people will hire me is because of what I do and who I am. They enjoy my personality. They enjoy that I'm weird. They enjoy that I'm funny, whatever it might be. Your brand has to be a representation of you. And I mean, Reborn Club is that for you.
Yeah.
Will you ever, oh, this is a good one. Will you ever make oversized t-shirt pump covers for the gym? That would be so cute. Please do that.
Yeah, I would. I just need to find the perfect t-shirt, you guys. I've been having a really hard time finding the perfect t-shirt. But how would we feel about just like a pump cover with just like my logo on it? Like, are we okay with that? I want to do more stuff with just my logo like in the center or on the pocket area. Let me know in the comments if you guys do like that.
How did you decide on your name, Reborn Club? By the way, love you.
When I came up with Reborn Club, it actually stemmed from my tattoo that I have on this hand that says Reborn. And this stemmed from the song Reborn by Kid Cudi and Kids See Ghosts. So 5 years ago, my brother and I were going through a really hard time. And we happened to get into the car that night, and the first song that happened to come on was Reborn by Kid Cudi. We just decided that night that we were like, screw this, we're gonna create a new reality for ourselves. We're gonna make a 180, we're never gonna be the same person, and we're just gonna constantly strive for betterment. And then the next day, my twin brother and I both got Reborn tatted on our hands. When I was thinking of this brand and this company I wanted to build, I wanted to be centered around self-growth and becoming a better person. And my whole mission was like, we always have the chance to change. But at any point in your life, you can make a 180. And so I like looked down at my hand and I was like, Reborn, that's perfect. And then I wanted to be a community, so I added club and I was like, Reborn Club. Boom. I created it in one day. I was like, that's the name, I'm certain on it. And that's how I came up with Reborn Club. That's the story.
Our next question was, your very first launch successful like your other launches?
It's subjective, like what that means. Like,
Well, I feel it was.
I feel like it was.
On the level you had it.
Yeah, for someone who started their business, it was successful. Like, would I consider that a successful launch now? No, but that's like very subjective, like at that time. But yes, it was successful. I did a pre-order and I think I had like 15 orders or 20 orders. I was ecstatic. Like that was so exciting. I was able to pay back for all the materials that I got, like my Cricut, my printer, all the machinery, my heat press, stuff like that. I was able to make back all the money from that launch and pay back. So hell yeah, it was successful.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
How much have you made from a launch? I guess like your most.
We'll just say it's
Like a day.
5 figures.
Yeah, 5 figures.
5 figures. Go into the exact.
Do you think you'll do this forever?
Yes and no.
Can I answer this? I want to see how well I know you.
Okay.
Yes, but get it to a point of fulfillment and automation.
Yeah.
So Reborn Club will become a bigger community with a ton of different things that I'm not sure I can mention right now. But have it to the point where, yes, it is reborn, but there's like all these other things that kind of go on. And yeah, have like, you know, people working under you and you've managed the business side of things.
Yeah. I don't see myself, working in like a little office forever and packing orders. Like I would hope in the next year or two, I'm able to have a small warehouse or office space. I'm able to have, 1 or 2 employees, and I'm able to have them pack and, someone to do customer service for me. And that I would want to be able to travel, be that digital nomad where I can go to places in Asia. Like it doesn't matter, just go somewhere in Europe and work from my computer and do the logistics and do like the collections, like all the creativeness and design I want to be able to still do, but all that like labor to hand it over to someone else. And I would also like to see my stuff in stores, like especially my journal, I would like to see it. I don't think I'm ever gonna have like a brick and mortar store. I would like Reborn Club as a brand to be a part of my life for a very, very long time. I just don't know exactly what the vision is for it yet.
What's something new you want to come out with in the future?
Now that I've released the journals, and that was something I was working on for nearly a year, I would like to create another version of a journal, I think, in the future. A lot of you guys are really enjoying the Reborn Guided Evening Journal, and I want to create maybe like a morning journal or a self-improvement journal, like something with prompts. I think that would be really fun. I really want to come up with socks.
Really?
Yeah. Like I really want to come up with cute little ankle socks with my logo on the ankle.
Ankle socks or like
No,
socks?
like just like ankle.
Yeah.
Like crew socks. I did a Q&A when I was coming out with the Reborn Journal, and I asked what people thought I was coming out with, and so many of you guys were like, socks?
Socks are good though.
Yeah, and so then I just had this idea. I was like, wait, what are you guys hoping for socks? Like maybe
Yeah.
come out with socks.
I can see socks.
Phone cases, like just stuff in the future. One thing is for sure, like I want to elevate my materials, and I want to elevate like the quality of everything. So my main focus will just be creating higher quality hoodies, sweatpants, crew necks, all of those things.
What are challenges you're currently dealing with?
One big challenge I'm dealing with is organic marketing. I feel like it's slowed down for me. Up until this point, I haven't really paid for ads. Like I wouldn't count me paying $5 for one day, like ads.
Really
It doesn't count for me. So I have not. Up until this point, I have built a 6-figure brand off just organic marketing, but I do feel like it is slowing down now. It's almost 2 years into my business. The fact that I've thrived this long of just organic marketing is incredible, but I just feel like it's hard to get on top of the algorithm. So my Instagram, like literally my Instagram views were like a third of what I normally get yesterday. And TikTok, you never know if something's gonna pop off or not. Like, I just think that's a challenge I'm dealing with. Okay, I think it's time to finally create a budget and start doing paid advertising.
How long did it take for you to get orders?
Yeah, I got orders off my first launch.
Do you want to explain like how you kind of went about that with your first launch?
Yeah, my first launch, I promoted it on my personal Instagram. I didn't even promote it on like I didn't even have a business Instagram at that time. I just promoted it on my personal Instagram, and I just said, hey, I'm coming out with a business. I'm doing pre-orders. If you want to order something, send me a DM and I'll process it through. And it was like only within Canada, so everybody just e-transferred me. That was how my first sale went. Then I came out with a website, and I like made a big deal. I launched the website, and I think I got 3 or 4 orders that day, which is great. I remember like looking at it, I was like, I made $300 today. It was just like incredible.
What's your favorite part about your job? Last question.
I think my favorite part of my job is literally just connecting with everybody, hearing your stories, getting all those sweet messages, and to know that not only are the designs and content I'm coming out with to a consumer really inspiring, but to other business owners it's inspiring too. And it's just the fact that I can help change people, move them, especially with my journal now. It's like I can help create a better routine for them, help improve their mental health. That's amazing. So I think that's probably my favorite part. Also, being able to put whatever I want on a t-shirt or a hoodie is pretty nice. It's like you wake up one day, you're like, oh, I want to have I'm so grateful for you on a hoodie. And it's like, boom, let's make it happen. Let's sell thousands of them as well while we're at it.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I could have just been like, I want it for myself, I'll just keep it like that. But I was like, let's have everybody take this hoodie too.
That was the last question.
Awesome.
If you guys have any questions for me,
leave them down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any videos of mine, and so we can become friends. And if you guys have any further questions, just leave them in the comments down below and I'll be happy to answer them. I'll see you again sometime soon. Don't forget to stay cool. Peace. Let's go. Run, 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 run.
Funky. My darling, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.